Good day everyone, this is John Mark TV at pag-uusapan naman natin ngayon ng topic about angles formed by tangents and secants. So without further ado, let's get started. Alright, so i-consider natin yung circle and then consider natin also yung point na nasa labas ng circle na ito. Let's say point O. And then magdodraw tayo ng dalawang secants. Namely, segment AC and then segment BD from point O. Okay? So, drawin yung secant mula sa point O. Dalawang seconds po yun. Alright? So, ngayon, we have an angle named angle O. Diba? Angle O po ang angle na ito. Ito po siya. And with this angle, no, guys, meron tayong intercepted arcs ng angle O, which are arc AB at saka arc CD. Alright? So ito po yung intercepted arcs ng angle O. So meron tayong relationship between this angle and then these arcs. Okay? Sa pamamagitan ng formula na ipapakita natin. Alright, so ito po yung formula which shows the relationship of the three objects, angle, tapos yung dalawang arcs. So the measure of angle O is equal to 1/2 times the measure of arc CD minus the measure of arc AB. So para mas matandaan natin yung formula, so kung ano yung measure ng angle O ay kalahati ng difference ng measure ng dalawang arc. So always remember po, yung mas malaking arc which is CD ay laging mas malayo mula sa vertex ng angle. Kung sino yung mas malayo na arc, siya yung mas malaki. So yung mas malapit na arc, syempre yung mas maliit. Okay? Kaya measure of CD muna, then minus measure of arc AB. So ito minus this one, and then itatimes mo sa 1/2 or di-divide mo sa 2, paras lang naman yung kalalabasan. Yun po ang magiging measure ng angle O. Okay po? So ito po yung formula to get the measure of this angle or any of these two arcs. Okay? Now, consider naman natin yung circle. Tapos, meron tayong nakadraw na tangent dito. Okay, so ito po yung tangent. Tapos, meron tayong arc kung saan yung isa sa endpoints nito ay nasa point of tangency. Ito po yon. Okay, so of course, meron naman tayong mabubuong angle mula sa chords at saka tangent. And one of them is angle 1. Okay, angle 1. So, kung ito yung angle 1, bali ang intercepted arc na sinakop ng angle 1 ay ito po, arc AB. So, ito po yung kanyang intercepted arc. Alright? And then, there's a relationship between arc AB at saka yung angle 1 by means of formula. So, ito po yung formula. So, in terms of measures, ito po yung relationship between angle 1 at saka arc AB. So, the measure of angle 1 is equal to 1/2 times the measure of arc AB. So, ibig sabihin, kung ano yung measure ng angle na to ay kalahati ng measure ng arc na ito na sinakop ng angle na ito, which is yung intercepted arc AB. Alright? So, yung measure nito ay kalahati ng arc. Or kung babalik rin natin, kung ano yung measure ng AB ay twice doon sa measure ng angle 1. Okay, so para mas maintindihan natin yung konseptong ito is magbibigay tayo syempre ng examples. Hindi pwedeng mawawala yan. Alright, so let's start with this pair of figures. Okay, so number 1, we have circle here, tapos meron tayong tangent and then chord. Okay, so ito po yung angle na nabuo ng dalawang line segments. Okay? Whose measure is 47 degrees. Tapos, ang hinahanap natin is yung intercepted arc. Okay? Whose measure is x degrees. So, basically, ito yung hahanapin natin. Okay? So, tandaan po natin kung ano yung measure ng angle na ito, kalahati ng measure ng intercepted arc niya. Okay? So, kung babalik rin natin, yung measure ng intercepted arc ay twice doon sa measure ng angle na ito. So kung ito ay 47 degrees, ibig sabihin ang measure ng intercepted arc niya ay 94 degrees. So ito po yung sagot, or pwede rin naman since x siya, so x is equal to 94 kasi x ang hinahanap. So ito po yung sagot, 94 degrees. Okay? Next, number 2, we have this figure. So ito po yung angle na x degrees. Tapos yung given na 232 degrees is yung major arc na ito. So ang requirement kasi ay itong arc na ito para mahanap natin yung measure ng angle na ito. Okay? And makikita natin, 'di ba? So alam natin na dalawang arcs na yung hinati, no? Itong chord na ito ay hinati sa dalawang arcs, 'di ba? Yung isa doon ay 232 degrees, tapos yung buong circle ay 360 degrees, 'di ba? So to get this arc, subtract mo lang yung 232 from 360. So 360 minus 232 is 128. So kung hindi ako nagkakamali, 128 po yan. Okay, i-check na lang kung mali. Alright, so 128 degrees. So ito po yon, di ba? 128 degrees. And of course, yung measure ng angle na ito ay kalahati ng measure ng intercepted arc na to. And we found out that it is 128 degrees. No? So i-divide na lang natin sa 2 to get this measure. Okay, so 128 divided by 2 equals 64 degrees, or x is equal to 64. So bali ang sagot po ay 64 degrees. Ayan po. Alright, so for number 3, we have this figure. So this time ang given po dito ay angle formed by 2 seconds. Okay, whose measure is x degrees. So meron tayong dalawang intercepted arcs, 75 degrees at saka 113 degrees. So to get the measure of this angle, bale according dun sa formula, 'di ba, para makuha natin yung measure nito, i-subtract mo lang to, yung larger arc, tapos larger arc sa smaller arc, and then ito times natin sa 1/2. Or in other words, isusulat natin in algebraic form, we have x degrees, yun po ang hinahanap natin, equals 1/2 times the difference between these two. So of course, mauna muna yung malaki para maiwasan natin negative. So 113 minus 75 degrees. Okay? Ito po yun. And then saka natin i-simplify. Okay? So 113 minus 75, that is 8. 10 minus 7, 3. 38. Okay, 113 minus 75 equals 38. And then i-multiply na lang natin sa 1/2. So 1/2 of 38 is 19. Okay? So ibig sabihin, the measure of this angle is 19 degrees. And this is the answer. Next, number 4, we have another figure, but this time ito yung angle na na-form by 1 second and 1 chord. This is different from this one since 2 seconds ang involved dito. Ito, 1 second at 1 tangent. But yung formula na ginamit natin is parehas na formula na gagamitin natin. It works just the same, no, as if it is 2 seconds. Okay? Ayan po. So gagamitin pa rin natin yung formula the same way as we did before. Okay? So we have the given angle 24 degrees, 'di ba? And 'di ba, para makuha natin yung angle na to, subtract mo lang tong dalawang ito and then i-times mo sa 1/2 para maging 24 degrees. Eh given na yung 24 degree na angle. So isulat muna natin 24. Okay? Which is yung measure ng angle equals 1/2 times. Okay? 1/2 times the difference between these two arcs, 90 degrees at saka x degrees. So syempre mauna muna yung nasa labas na arc, yung mas malaki dapat. So 90 minus x. Okay? So ayan po yung working equation natin kumbaga. Okay? And then isosolve natin yung equation na ito for x. So ang gagawin, i-times natin sa 2 para makancel yung 1/2. Okay, magiging 48 na siya. So 2 times 24 is 48 equals 90 minus x. Ayan po. Tapos, ilipat natin yung 90 sa kabilang side. We got 48 minus 90. Kasi positive to eh. Pag nilipat, magiging negative. Equals negative x. And then 48 minus 90 is negative 42. Equals negative x. And then divide both sides by negative 1. So we got x is equal to 42. So this means the measure of this arc is 42 degrees. So to check, subtract mo lang to. So 90 minus 42 equals 48. And then divided by 2 equals 24. Or 48 times 1/2 is 24. Okay? So the answer is 42 degrees. Alright, so before we proceed to another example, do not forget to subscribe to my channel for more videos na i-upload ko. Alright, so let's move on to this one. Okay, so ang gagawin natin dito is to solve for x. So lalong magiging complex na as we go throughout this video. So we have a tangent tapos chord or secant kasi lumampas siya sa circle, diba? Kaya naging secant siya. No? So we have this angle whose measure is x plus 40 degrees. Tapos yung kanyang intercepted arc niya 3x plus 50 degrees. Okay? So, gaya nga na sinabi ko kanina, so kung ano yung measure ng angle na ito ay kalahati na measure ng kanyang intercepted arc. Okay? Para magawa natin to, no, para ma-solve natin tong problem na ito, so isulat muna natin yung measure ng angle which is x plus 40 degrees. And sabi ko nga, 'di ba, kung ano yung measure nito ay kalahati nito, so ito i-multiply natin sa 1/2. Okay? So 1/2 times 3x plus 50. So ganyan po yung interpretation dito sa problem na ito. And then we're going to solve this equation for x. Alright, so to do this, i-multiply natin sa both sides para mawala si 1/2. So multiply both sides by 2. Cancel yung 1/2. Ganyan na siya. And then, i-distribute 2x and 40. So 2 times x is 2x. And 2 times 40 is 80. So plus 80. And then, copy 3x plus 50. Okay? And then, ilipat natin si 3x at saka si 80 sa magkabilang side. Okay? Kumbaga, magsaswap sila ng places. Ano po? So, 2x and then ilipat si 3x dito so that we have negative 3x. Tapos, yung 50 dyan lang siya. So, 50. And then, si 80 ilipat sa kabila. We got negative 80. Alright? And then, saka natin i-combine yung terms. So, 2x minus 3x. That is negative x. Kasi 2 minus 3 equals 1 eh. So, negative x. Negative 1x or negative x. Pares lang sila. Okay? And then, 50 minus 80 is negative 30. And then, divide both sides by negative 1. We got x is equal to 30. So, ibig sabihin, if x is equal to 30, magiging true yung statement natin. So, let's check if this is our correct answer. So, isubstitute natin yung 30 dito. So, 3 times 30 plus 50. So, 3 times 30 is 90 plus 50 equals 140. Habang dito naman, x plus 40. So, 30 plus 40 equals 70 degrees. So, again, yung measure ng angle na ito ay kalahati nito. So, kalahati ng 140 ay 70 degrees. So, this is the correct answer. Okay, so x is equal to 30. Alright, so how about this one? So we have circle here, tapos meron tayong angle na na-form by 2 tangent lines. Okay, so dalawang tangent ang nabuo dito, no? So that yung intercepted arcs nila ay x degrees, no? Na measure tapos y degrees. Okay? And mapapansin natin since yung sides ng angle ay parehas tangent, 'di ba? Yung intercepted arcs nila ay nakakabuo sila ng buong circle, which is yung sum ng dalawang ito ay 360 degrees. Okay, so let us solve for x and y. So, paano natin sisimulan? So, of course, di pa rin natin nakakalimutan na ang measure ng angle na ito ay nakadepende sa measures ng kanyang intercepted arcs. Malaki minus maliit times 1/2. Okay, so isulat natin 34 is equal to 1/2 times x minus y. So, x yung mas malaki, yung y naman mas maliit. Since x is farther than the vertex. Okay? Now, as we can see, 'di ba? Since ito tangent points sila, itong dalawang points, nahati sila into two arcs, x and y. Okay? And yung sum ng arcs ay 360 degrees. Okay? So, nangyayari nga lang yan kapag yung sides ng angle ay parehong tangent lines. Okay? So, x plus y equals 360. So, of course, by substitution method, isolve natin yung isolve natin for x in terms of y. So, ilipat natin si y. We got x is equal to 360 minus y. At saka, i-plug in natin dito sa equation na ito. Okay? So, we got 34 equals 1/2 times, yung x po natin ay 360 minus y. So, x palitan natin to, 'di ba? So we have 360 minus y, then minus y. Okay? Tapos para mawala si 1/2, times mo lang sa 2, 'di ba? So 2 times 34, we have 68. Then 360, then minus y minus y. So negative y plus negative y equals negative 2y. Okay? Then, itong 360, ilipat natin. Or, para mas madali, subtract natin 360 both sides. Okay? Negative 360. So, minus 360 both sides. Cancel na to. So, 68 minus 360, magiging negative 200. Negative 292. No? So, again, pakikorek ako kung mali. No? Negative 292 is equal to negative 2y. And then, divided by negative 2, no? Kasi negative 2 yung coefficient ng y. So, dividing both sides by negative 2, we got y here. Tapos, 292 divided by 2, or negative 292 divided by negative 2 is positive 146. Okay, so, ibig sabihin, yung measure nito ay 146 degrees. So, y equals 146 degrees. Okay? Now, hindi pa tapos kasi kukunin pa natin yung value ng x. Pero mas madali na lang yan kasi isa-substitute na lang natin dito. So, x is equal to 360 minus 146. That is equal to for this one, 240. So, this means the measure of this one is 214 degrees. Ito naman ay 146. Okay? So, the value of x is 214 and then the value of y is 146 degrees. So, ito po yung sagot. Alright, so let's move on to the last part, no? So, solve for x and the required parts. Okay? So, kukunin natin yung value ng x and then the following angles and arcs. Angle EHA, angle E, angle HR, arc RA, and arc CA. So, ito po yung given figure na babasehan natin to answer these items. Okay? So I think nabanggit ko tong tip na ito na bago natin sagutan to, make sure na nasolve natin muna yung lahat ng possible parts, no, that is angles at saka arcs ng figure na ito. Okay? So, of course, kunin muna natin yung value ng x para makuha natin ng measures nito at saka yung iba pang parts ng circle. Okay? So, let's do this. Okay, so tinanggal ko muna yung part na ito to get more space for computation. Okay, so let's start off with this one no, kung i-analyze natin na maigi. So, meron tayong nakitang triangle dito. Tapos, yung measures ng tatlong angles ay given, which are 3x, x plus 16, and then 24 degrees. So, it is best thing to isolve mo muna yung x, and then saka natin kunin yung measures ng bawat angle. Okay? So, of course, dito sa triangle class, no? So, lagi nating tatandaan na ang measures ng angles ng triangle, yung tatlong angles mismo ng triangle ay 180 degrees. Okay? So, ipa-plus mo tong tatlo, 180 na yan dapat. Okay? So, to do this, isulat natin yung working equation. We have 3x plus x plus 16 plus 24 equals 180. Okay? And then, we are going to solve this equation for x. Okay? Iyan muna natin combine like terms. So, we have 3x plus x, 4x po yun, plus 16 plus 24 equals 40. Positive 40 equals 180. Okay? And then, subtract 40 both sides, no, minus 40 so that makancel to, diba? So, 4x is equal to 180 minus 40 equals 140. And then, divide both sides by 4. So, x is equal to 35. 35. Okay? Kasi 35 times 4 is 140. So, 35. Actually, wala tong degrees. Hindi dapat yan. So, nakuha natin isa sa mga tanong, no, yung value ng x, which is 35. Pero saka natin i-summarize yung magiging sagot natin. Okay? So, x is equal to 35. And with this one, makukuha natin measures ng dalawang ito. Okay? Kasi given na yung 24 eh. Diba? So, to start with this one, so 3x, ayan po yung angle EHA. Diba? So, angle EHA, measure of this one, equals 3x po yun, diba? So, 3x is 3 times yung nakuha nating value ng x, which is 35. So, 3 times 35 is 105 degrees. Okay, so, itong angle na ito. So, inote natin 105. Okay? And then, for this one, which is angle E or angle HEA, diba? So, for angle E, measure of angle E, bali x plus 16. So, yung x po natin ay 35. 35 plus 16 equals 51. Okay? So, ibig sabihin, ang measure nito ay 51 degrees. Alright? Ayan po. Now, we're going to solve for other angles and then yung arcs. Okay? To start with this one. So, itong inscribed angle na A. Diba? So, kung ito ay inscribed angle, sino yung kanyang intercepted arc? Siyempre, yung katapat ng A, which is itong arc na HR. Okay? HR po yung ano niya, intercepted arc. Alright? Now, kung natatandaan ninyo, yung measure ng inscribed angle ay kalahati ng measure ng intercepted arc. So, ibig sabihin, to get the measure of the intercepted arc, i-times mo lang sa 2 to, kasi kalahati ito eh. Para maging buo, i-times natin sa 2. So, 24 times 2 equals 48 degrees. So, ibig sabihin, itong arc na ito, which is arc HR, ang measure nito ay 48 degrees. Okay, next. For this arc naman, no? So, kung mapapansin natin, it doesn't make sense. Okay? Pero kung i-extend natin with this arc, 'di ba? So, ibig sabihin, mabubuo natin yung arc, which is the intercepted arc of this angle. Okay? Itong angle na ito. And we know that this is 105 degrees. Okay? Bale, yung intercepted arc niya ay mula rito, dadaan ng R, papunta sa A. Ayan yung ano niya, yung intercepted arc niya. Okay? And with this arc, meron itong parte na ang measure ay 48 degrees. Okay? So, ang kukunin na lang natin is yung measure nito. Okay? So, sabi nga natin kanina, 'di ba? Itong angle na ito, tapos yung angle nito, No? Bali, kung ano yung measure ng angle na ito ay kalahati ng intercepted arc na ito. Okay? So, kung ito ay 105 degrees at siya yung kalahati, ano yung measure ng angle na ito? So, ito times mo lang sa 2. Diba? So, 105 times 2 equals 200. 105 times 2 equals 210. Okay? So, ibig sabihin, from this one hanggang this one, no? Itong arc na ito, ang measure niya ay 210 degrees. Okay? Among 210 degrees, meron siyang part ng arc na ang measure ay 48 degrees. So, included siya sa 210. So, in order to get this angle, we just subtract 48 degrees from 210. So, 210 minus 48 is 162. So, ibig sabihin, the measure of this arc, which is arc RA, is 162 degrees. Okay? Now, let's proceed to this arc naman. Itong arc na ito. Alright? So, this is the easy one kasi meron tayong dalawang arcs, 48 at saka 162. So, meron lang tayong tatlong arc na nasa figure na ito. So, madali natin makukuha yung pangatlo. Okay? So, of course, yung buong circle, kapag inad natin itong tatlong arcs, bali 360 degrees siya. So, in order to get this angle, i-plus mo lang to and then subtract the sum from 360. So, 48 plus 162 is 210. Diba? Ito po yun, 210. And then, 360 minus 210 equals 150 degrees. So, ito po yung measure ng angle na ito. Alright? 150 degrees. And then, I think it's complete now. No? Meron pa isa, no? So, itong angle na ito. So, itong angle na ito, meron siyang intercepted arc na ito. Okay? Whose measure is 150 degrees. So, of course, itong angle na ito ay kalahati nito. The measure of this angle is 75 degrees. And take note, yung 75 at saka 105 degrees, supplementary sila because they form a linear pair. Okay? Ito po yung tangent line. Ayan. So anyways, kumpleto naman siguro yung parts na nasolve natin. So it's time na sagutan natin yung items na bigay natin kanina. Alright, so let's answer this one since nasolve natin lahat ng parts, madali natin masasagutan to. Okay, to start with number 1 which is x. So the value of x which is nakuha natin kanina which is 35. So the answer for number 1 is 35 degrees. Next, number 2, we have angle EHA. So asa yung angle EHA? Ito po yun, no? EHA. Ayan. So it is found to be 105 degrees because 3 times 35 is 105. So the answer is 105. Next, number 3, we have angle E. This one, okay? Yung vertex niya mismo, no? So nakuha natin is 51 degrees. Again, 35 plus 16 equals 51 degrees. Okay? Next, number 4, we have measure of arc HR. So asan yung arc HR? So from here to here. Okay? Itong arc na ito. And it is found na 48 degrees ang measure because, you know, 48 degrees twice ng 24, which is yung inscribed angle, diba? So the answer is 48 degrees. Next, number 5, we have the measure of arc RA, no? So ang nakuha natin ay 162 degrees. And last but not the least, we have the measure of arc HA, no? Ito po yon mula H papunta sa A na nakuha natin na 150 degrees. So ayan po yung sagot sa number 6. Okay, so we're done with this one and we're done for this video for today. Okay, so I hope na meron kayo natutunan sa video na ito, and do not forget to like, comment, and share this video to your friends and classmates, teachers, ganun po. Alright, so thank you for watching my video and I hope you have learned something from it. Okay, so do not forget to subscribe to my channel for more videos and also follow me on my TikTok account at ChairmarkTVPH. Alright, so Stay safe, God bless, and as always, have a great day to all.